Hey everybody, welcome back to Maxflo Industries. And I've been gone for a couple weeks. I'll tell you more on the other side. You know, I like to keep these front things pretty short. This week, doing the Greg Harrison tribute Potvin mask with the Boston colors, technically the Penguins colors, because this guy's in Pittsburgh. I'll talk more about it on the back end. I lost some footage of painting the actual mask, so there's stencil stuff, and then I showed the entirety of painting the back plate, which is actually pretty detailed on this one. I don't think I've showed you guys that yet, so watch that, stick around to the end. I'll tell you more about stuff I got coming up, and yeah, see you on the other side. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around to watch this whole backplate and the whole stenciling part of this Greg Harrison Potvin mask. I'll have the glamour shots on the other side of this so you can see the whole thing. I have already shipped that mask back to the mask company for assembly, and so I don't have it here to hold and to show you. So, yeah, I've got the next couple are on the bench. The next one is almost finished, and there'll be a video for that. The reason I took a couple weeks off was found myself not getting enough masks painted because I was chasing my deadline to get the videos up on YouTube. So I thought I'd take a couple weeks off, build up a couple episodes, and then that way I'd still be able to paint two masks a week and be able to edit and put together a video for you guys to watch once a week. I should be able to stick with once a week, but I gotta tell you, I have never been this busy as I am this year. I just have never had this many masks in my schedule, and every single day I get multiple people contacting me for orders for masks for this season. It's crazy. Like I've been doing this for 13 years as a full-time job. It's never been this busy, which is great. I'm so thankful. I'd like to think part of it is because of this, because all the customers are like, I saw you on YouTube, you know, and I get a lot of stuff. 100% of my business comes from either Facebook or Instagram. Fact, period. And word of mouth, absolutely killing it right now, which is great. But it also means more work, which means maybe it's harder to do this on a regular basis. I will promise to try to get an episode up for you guys every week because they get views and people really love them. I get a lot of comments in my DMs and a lot of that type of stuff with people talking about how much they love it. The customers have loved seeing their mask get painted. You know, like and subscribe is like a huge thing. I'm now at the point where I'm going to start asking for it because I've added like 100 new followers or subscribers recently, and it's starting to steamroll. And so I'm really curious to see what I can do with this thing. So like and subscribe if you dig watching me paint goalie masks. I've got an episode coming up that's just going to be an entire tool video. I got a new spray booth built. Gonna film putting that together. It's a wood version of this raggedy cardboard one. I'm gonna go over my new compressor a little bit more thoroughly now that I've used it for a month. I'm gonna show you how I go about cleaning my airbrushes. I'm gonna talk a little bit about which airbrushes I use and which ones I do and don't like the most. And so I got a bunch of stuff. Again, I got so many masks, and I have such a wide variety of subjects to paint on them, from anime stuff to comic book stuff to horror stuff to, you know, the entire gamut of stuff is going to be coming on these videos. So anyway, thanks again. Stick around the other side. Check out the this Greg Harrison Potvin inspired mask. It's a classic design. Any goalie who played in the 90s and 2000 knows who Felix Potvin is and is aware of this mask design. It is an all-time classic, and I was honored to paint it. Cheers to Greg Harrison. He's on the Mount Rushmore of goalie mask makers and painters throughout the last 50 years. So cheers to Greg, and yeah, we'll see you next time.